Hey everyone, this is Jeff Opperly from the Calling a Career office, and this is video 2 of our 5 for 5 series, 5 videos, 5 days, 5 minutes each. Yesterday we looked at Handshake and we talked about the importance of a compelling resume. So today we are going to show you the sample resume that we use in the CCO and how that may be helpful to you as you're constructing your own. So I am going to share my screen with you so that you can see the sample resume that we use. So this is our sample resume, and Grace Olson is our candidate of choice. And the first thing that you're going to want to think about with a resume, the first rule to always remember is that you should never annoy your reader. And what I mean by that is we want to really focus on getting the most clear and best information present so that it doesn't take me very long. So I can spend maybe 30 seconds with your resume and know the best of your experiences. And so it's important to lead with your personal information, name, ways that they may be able to get in contact with you. And then because you're graduating from college or you're a current college student, you want to lead with your education. That's the first place to start. You want to list the institution that you attended, when you anticipate graduating, the major that you have, the minor, maybe potentially any senior papers, senior research that you've done that you think may be helpful to include here. Any study abroad that you might have done. And this also might be a place to include a section called relevant coursework, especially in disciplines where some of the best experiences that you've had actually happened within the classroom. I'm thinking of like accounting majors who potentially have done some auditing classes and yet maybe have no specific auditing experience. And so where you can use relevant coursework to approximate experience, education is a great section to use that. Probably the most important part that they will always look at is your experience, and that's why the CCO is here to connect you to as many experiences as possible during your college years. For experiences, we highly recommend starting with your most recent experience and then working backwards. It's really important that the dates, the bullet points, that everything aligns so that it's just a clean document, something that's where the information is very accessible. But you want to lead with the title of the role that you had. Then you can go to the specific organization where that role took place. And then we recommend 3 to 4 concise bullet points underneath each experience that begin with an active action verb that describes the activity that you undertook, and then describes wherever possible quantitatively the outcome or the impact of the work that you completed for that organization. So for example, if Grace was applying for an event management role, we would want the hiring officer to see the extensive experience that Grace already has, both at the Calling a Career office alongside of the events that she was planning for World Vision in Chicago the previous summer in her internship. You don't necessarily need to list every work experience that you've had. In fact, it's better to be more concise than comprehensive here. You don't need to list high school jobs or jobs that aren't specifically relevant. But if you don't have many work experiences, it is important that you include something that shows that you have some previous experience of showing up for work, getting the job done. The experience section is where you highlight the most relevant experiences to the specific job that you're applying for. So this is where it may be helpful to take a look at the job description and see the specific bullet points or things that they're looking for in terms of requirements for the job, and make sure that those things, wherever possible, are evident in your resume, either in the education or the experience sections. Education and experience are the essential sections. Beyond that, there's a couple other sections that you might want to include. For our sample resume, we chose a section on skills and a section on leadership and volunteer activities. We also have a section down here at the bottom where it says references are available upon request. It's not necessary to list all of your references. It is helpful to make them aware that you do have them. Just make sure that if they do ask, you're ready to provide them. For the skills section, you want to focus on skills that are unique or that would not be maybe typical for a candidate coming right out of college. And so you don't necessarily want to use the skills section as a place to talk about being a hard worker or a good attitude, the specific skills that you have. And then finally, the leadership, volunteer activities. This is where you can list college athletics, you can list volunteer work, missions trips, things that give them a quick snapshot of who you are and the kind of character that you would bring to this particular role at their organization. So that's a quick 5-minute look at a compelling resume. If Grace were to be applying for a job for me, I'd hire her. I hope that your resume is in good shape. If not, you can visit the CCO using Handshake and sign up for a resume review. We'll take a look.